Welcome back to Three Things, the videocast from the Institute for Manufacturing. We've been off for a couple of weeks at Smart Manufacturing Week, and I had a bit of a holiday, but now I am back with a bang with the director of the Cambridge Service Alliance, Professor Andy Neely, OBE. Andy, welcome. First OBE on the show, so that's exciting for me. I'm going to go right in with the first question, which is what path brought you to the IfM?
Well, it's a long path, a long time ago. So actually, I joined Cambridge before the IfM existed. So I was doing a PhD in Nottingham, and in those days, there was a network of people looking at computer-aided production management. I was involved in that network. I visited Cambridge as part of that network, and then met some colleagues in IfM. And then when they got a research project on strategy and performance measurement, I joined the team to do that project, working with Rolls-Royce and TNN. That was back in the early 90s.
Wow, excellent. And you've been here or hereabouts, I guess, since?
Yeah, so I've had a couple of periods in Cambridge. I was here from 92 until about 2000. Then I went away to Cranfield School of Management, then ran a big national research programme and came back initially part-time, then as a Royal Academy of Engineering professor, and then most recently have been Pro-Vice-Chancellor for Enterprise and Business Relations, so helping look after innovation activities across the university.
Excellent. So what project or subject is most interesting you at the moment?
Well, at this particular moment, I'm on a sabbatical, having just finished a big job at the university, and I'm spending a lot of time learning about AI. And I have to say I am equally fascinated and terrified by what I'm learning. Fascinated in the sense that the technology is really interesting. It's making me do things differently, work differently, challenge the way I've always done things in the past. Terrified because I think the disruption that's coming for organisations is enormous, and we will see a lot of change in the way organisations do things, in the way manufacturing processes work, in the way supply chains operate. There are some big changes coming.
Yes, indeed. Very interesting, and as you say, a little bit scary, let's say. So with that or anything else in mind, what is the one thing that you think manufacturers should start or stop doing right now?
Well, I think that for me, one of the fundamental things is actually, and I'm going to go back to the AI piece, is actually experiment with AI and encourage people across the organisation to experiment with AI. You have to be aware of the limitations. You have to be aware of where it will work and where it won't work. But I found, I would say at the moment, every week, there are 2, 3, 4 times I'm doing something and I'm going, oh, wow, I didn't know you could do that as well. And I find that incredibly exciting. I'm learning a lot, but it's also making me question the way I work. And I don't think you can go on a course and go, right, that's it. I've learned AI. I've learned how to do it now. It is much more about experimenting, almost playing, and then understanding and learning what you can do and then applying that where you can.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Andy. And I will be certainly taking that advice. For those of you listening and watching, please do pop any questions that you have in the chat. If you want to hear any more about what Andy's doing, he also has some great thoughts and opinions on LinkedIn. And otherwise, thanks very much, Andy, for joining me, and we will see you next time on Three Things.